Well, this is the time again. Make another video for my other channel. And today we're going to be talking about, this is probably what I'm thinking about the most, is my views on illegal immigration in UK. And my first thought, my answer is, it's ain't our country! It's poison our country! I remember, UK was so beautiful. Yeah, it was no Muslims, it was no brown people. I'll tell you, right, it's so hilarious because that same country colonized hundreds of countries. My views is, it's too hot. You know what happened? 14 years austerity happened with Tory government. Yeah, that actually allowed Brexit to actually happen, and we left the EU. So now we've got long queues around the airport and train stations. Yeah, so now it's like, you guys, some of you guys voted for this, yeah, and you say that, well, we don't want Europeans, we don't want Polish people, and now you got the brown people, you got the Indians, not even brown, but you got Albanians now, you got Vietnamese, which I think that's probably top two of the people that came into UK, top two, along with Afghanistan, because that country was insurgents and it was now in control of Taliban. That country is so dangerous that nobody wants to visit it. I mean, there are some people that do, like content creators and stuff, that I respect, but no other women want to live in Afghanistan, yeah, because it's sounding like dictatorship at this rate. It's like everyone's running their own show. Like the government just want to strip down women's roles and everything there as well, yeah. And then another thing happened, yeah, is that another thing happened is that they can't get education for this, so it's like, which I don't know. Probably gonna go with the husbands, yeah, by airplane, yeah, to UK, and then you have to do legal process, get a visa sorted, pay lots of money. Because let's be honest, yeah, since we left the EU, I think we generally spend about, let's just say, how much? We literally spend billions on illegal immigration for asylum, border, visa, passport operations. Spend about £8.8 billion on these operations. Yeah, because we actually need legal migrants to come in and work and produce good quality of services we have, and get into NHS health, which is priority for us, because we're down, man. We're down. Yeah, the biggest issue is the wealth inequality. Yeah, how the high and the low is actually waged in the UK. So now the rich is literally getting everything in one, and then the poor, like the rest of us, yeah, is going crazy there, right? It's going like, we're struggling for basic necessity, for good quality home. We may have that basic necessity, yeah. But the real poverty is here. It's in this council house. I'm not poverty, but like, I got a TV and I got a computer, everything as well. But I'm still in West. That's poverty level, man. That's real poverty, yeah. Unless you want to go down to Somalia, or go to Kenya, yeah, to see people living on streets and people that are living on sand, yeah. Because trust me, there's a lot of people homeless in Somalia because the government is it's very economic downturn, yeah. Well, there because the broken governments, and they're not giving people providing basic stuff that need to survive on their own. It's horrible out there, man. It's going that crazy generation there going on there, right? And another stuff is that what happened when there was a riot over the last couple of weeks is it's going crazy. Really, it's going crazy. But what they stand up for? You stand up against Islam, which is not the main issue. The main issue is the government that told you that it's not okay to protest. Yeah, just recently, yeah, 4 months ago, I think the government took a stand against Palestine action. They sprayed like airplane them on the plane because I think they were soliciting a lot of operations for Israel. And then what happens is the government got riled up, yeah, and then decided to arrest everyone that's probably involved in Palestine action. Worse, or worse, we get fines. We get, arrested for supposed hate speech, which, like, not really, like, I don't know. Um, but there's only a few people that know that rightfully that they got arrested for hate speech, or just corporately that says that we should burn all migrants down a hotel, set them fire. So I don't care. Set them on fire. That got a lot of likes, yeah. And then what happens to police? They swooped in and then got arrested, and then she was in prison for 18 months. But then they released her. Fuck. Listen, Connolly, yeah. She got released from prison. 10 months. 10 months of hate speech. Yeah? And then I got like that. That's something that tells me that the government has been paid up by someone to actually release her girl. Must be Elon Musk pressuring the government to release her because in the name of free speech, yeah, she didn't do anything wrong, but we all know she did something wrong to actually piss off the crowd. But there's a lot of times where people can get, fined for, criticism of a post here, like the guy that that I think he got fined because he was talking about secondary school, which has nothing to do with the political issues. Nothing to do with politics. It's probably just forcing his displeasure over his daughter's outfit wearing to school. But then they got fined for him now. But then we expect to pay for TV license just to watch more bullshit, garbage and stuff like that. What's going on there, mate? I mean, if anything here, you native Brits, you should be fighting over legal stuff, yeah. That reason the what am I gonna say? Issues that really matter to you, such as cost of living, wage inequality, fucking again, inflation's going up. Yeah, telling the government you've failed. Yeah, we got someone that's actually economics itself. Keir Starmer is probably a failure. Yeah, going against your mayor because there's a lot of knife crime crisis going on there. And I tell you this, yeah, it's not the blacks, it's not the Indians, it's not the whites. It's a culture, it's a social culture that's going on there that allows people to stab each other. Yeah, and enable criminal activities going on there, right? When it comes out to machetes, right? When I see machetes, yeah, they're about worse than when you get a gun in America. In America, you could just shoot like that, yeah, but at least you get armor like that, yeah. But UK, you can't. You get done for actually wielding a knife. That's even worse. That's even worse than you're allowed to carry a gun, self-defense yourself, and shoot a person. UK, you can't. You go to jail. Opposite, you get done for manslaughter. Try to kill someone for self-defense, yeah? When commands come to you, yeah? You try to kill him, you go to jail. I'm not saying that it's right, but if you had given an opportunity of self-defense, yeah, then of course you pick that, right? But I'm not encouraging people to go violent. Let's make it clear, right? I'm not encouraging anyone to be violent, yeah? I'm not encouraging anyone to go stab people for no reason, yeah? If anything, yeah, there's self-defense, yeah? You only self-defense when it's the last resort. Only with bare knuckles, only with your hands, okay? Do not take this video the wrong way, yeah? I do not encourage violence. I'm not a violent man, and you shouldn't be violent towards anyone either, alright? Whatever beef you have going on, just sell, by words, yeah? If you see any fight, just walk away, yeah? The most self-defense tactic I can give you, fucking run. Run, yeah? Because that's the best self-defense tactic that you can give, yeah? Just run, alright? You have no bones in a fight, you have nothing. Once you're in a street fight, once you have ego up, that's it. Your life's over, yeah? Your life's over, yeah? There's no need to be acting hard, yeah? You're in a street fight, man, good luck, because there'll be wildcats out there. They're probably going to be, ground punching you, take down, and probably even beat you to death. That's how serious it can get. In street fight with these guys, right? Walk away. Just walk away. Walk away, okay? But I'm just saying that, hypocrisy between the government and stuff, right? Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm going tangent, but yeah, I'm just going to shut up. So yeah, you should be finding that over there instead of fighting against us versus them. Yeah, and it's this thing where the billionaires don't want you to think and talking about good real issues going on in UK. Yeah, now it's like the way we decisive one another people. Well, you got native Brits versus minorities like me. Yeah, minorities. The same idea. It sounds like hilarious, isn't it? It sounds, isn't it? It's the same people, no teeth, no job, no nothing. Yeah, they're just moaning that we come to a country, yeah, and we get everything. We're doing better jobs, and these people are, yeah. And I suppose the homeless situation is going worse. I mean, I look at how UK is, yeah. It's not a country I would bring my kids up. I mean, if I was forced at gunpoint, it'd be Chester. But apart from it, yeah, well, that's no point really. Yeah, to bring up my kids in that kind of environment in London, yeah. But I'm telling you, out here, you're getting rude people, rude kids. You're getting charged left, right, and center. Yeah, you're probably get influenced into drug dealing, gang culture, gang violence. Not everyone, but you start to make friends with people. Yeah, trust me. I was in our school. Yeah, that's like grown men. You don't want to go in there. Trust me, you don't want to be there. All right. And it takes you to tango. All right, and that's going to be a risk for your kids to actually go to school and actually be a risk with those guys. Yeah, that they want you to they want you to do something for you, and then I think they go in the car and you're selling drugs. Yeah, but then afterwards they will beat you up if you don't do something and return to them. Yeah, so if you say that you want to rob a bike, if they say to rob a bike, yeah, or go and have a fight, yeah, if you say no, then it's like you're murdered them. Yeah, trust me, I think I've seen videos of it, where they got forced out there in gangster situation, yeah, to do what they want you to do. Yeah, robbing knives, robbing bikes and stuff. I haven't seen it myself, but I've seen guys taking drugs and I never spoke to them indirectly in that way. I've seen fights. I've seen normal fights before. It's what it is in UK, yeah, you just get in a bar fight, yeah. And it's like, yeah, we all know their way. And then the crime's going up. It's crazy, isn't it? Because in first world country, yeah, we are going up, and also America, we're going up. Yeah, Europe is started as one of the most dangerous country, but in third world country, we're probably still safe though. I don't know what to do to tell. Yeah, I didn't really spend an action about Colombia. Yeah, look, I never been to Colombia, but obviously like Colombia is still safe from Pablo Escobar and stuff back in the day. I mean, I could talk about one because I'm from UK, yeah, well, because of free speech, yeah, you ain't shut me down. But there's still like a lot of gang, a lot of people are just still doing the same thing, still doing the Escobar shit, druggings, and probably kidnapping a lot of people, like cartel shit, yeah. And the women here, look, the women there, look, I'm sure they're beautiful, right? But there comes a point where even you don't give no the papaya, and you don't go day naps, basic stuff, basic 101, and then thirdly is that is that you don't want to buy a phone, but buy a permanent phone. I mean, dude, like you can buy an iPhone 13, 14, yeah, and let me tell you, everyone's buying an iPhone. Like, come on, man. Come on, everyone's probably have iPhones, so I won't be surprised here. It's not when you wander around with your stick, yeah, around with the most expensive gadgets, yeah, where they can take it from you. So keep that in mind, alright? Just keep it simple, keep it stem, yeah. Just walk about, just be normal, yeah. I haven't been there, but I can walk about in London, yeah, and I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll say that because I'm a fine guy to be around, yeah. And no day naps. I mean, dude. I mean, you shouldn't even go day naps at all because, let's be honest. Do you want my honest opinion? They only want your money, and I say the algorithms and the membership and the companies that want your money. They want to suck blow dry on you. Alright, they want you to pay all your Tinder Gold and Bumble or Hinge and pay all this kind of money. And I know dating apps is not getting good really at all, right? I think dating apps is shit out there, so you have to try a cold approach because it's probably the most effective method, right? Yeah, it's probably the only effective because it's like real world. It's the last chance to have real world interaction instead of bringing through your screen, right? And you're just swiping, and you just have to do all those, video calling, cross checking everything to see if it's a real person because there's some people that are bots and there's some scammers out there. Clearly, yeah, it happens a lot in Colombia because it's a poor country and a lot of economics. So I understand for that level, yeah. Also, the drug it happens in UK as well, but in Colombia it happens too as well. Quick note, I only mentioned Colombia a few times because I'm trying to something. I want to watch videos. I don't know why they love drugging, because you're rich and they're probably not money. And I say that even the normal women are doing as well. Normal looking women, yeah. But here's the thing. That's number one. Day naps is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say, right? Just don't meet anyone day naps. Yeah, there's no good things coming from day naps. But even I think there's a cold approach. I think I might someone cold approach. Yeah, or they'll partying, yeah, and then sometimes after that thing, he's trying to take her back home and then to go drugged in. I think it's not really the most casual dating friendly place ever, but it's still it's still free than UAE where you're kind of casual dating free because they discourage you, the locals discourage you there. Don't really care to be honest because I'm not really at all casual dating. I'm only going there for next month. I'm really excited, but I don't see how I'm interested because I think the girls would sit in a separate room and the boys, including me, will sit in the boys' room. We'll watch UFC and then girls will watch some Kim Kardashian shit like that. So it's kind of a bit different that way, and that's probably the culture and the Islamic culture. So we have to respect that way. Yeah, and then they say that migrants are too entitled, yeah. Well, all our immigrants in UK are going to continue to not pay taxes, yeah. Get everything for free, yeah. Well, number one, we're not entitled. Not all of us are. Number two, did you really think that we're going to act entitled? Because look at our countries, yeah. We're broken. We're poor. To come to UK and be entitled, that's such a weird way of thinking that, right? Because it's like you don't understand the economic prosperity that is going on in each of those other countries and why they decide to come to the UK. Spare life, that's it, right? Same as UK Brits. They want to go Colombia, they want to go Thailand, they want to go Bali, they want to go Dubai, they want to go America, they want to go all the other countries for better life. That's it, that's all a better life is, yeah? And there's no amount of possible bro label that you can do about that, right? There's nothing you can do about that because it's not going to go away until you make it happen. It's not going to go away because media online will just keep growing and growing. Labels keep growing and growing just to discourage you from leaving your home country to go somewhere else. Yeah, I know passport bro is right. Technically, it's the 1960s. I mean, happy men. Those guys came to Vietnam and banging along females, women, and then I think sometimes it got attraction, but it's always silent. Yeah. And then 90s, 2000s, 2010s, yeah, that's when everything goes on attraction, and 2020s, yeah, did got bored out there, right? And then they say that, and then I think I've heard of a article that there were some migrants that probably forced their kids to get married, and I was like, oh, fuck, no, not happening again. But again, it happened in a synagogue attack, it happened in that guy was burning mosque, and to say that migrants are perfect or locals are bad people, that's not true. It's just individual people continue to make headlines for other people to make shit reputation for them, yeah. And the same goes for me, right? There's some bad women, yeah, in this country where there's some good feminine women here. It's just that you have to do diligence and you have to actually cross-check, you have to check if they actually want to speak to you that way, right? That's my motivation, I'll say, for my whole life, right? There's evil people everywhere in the world, so you can't expect stereotype to be there, right? I don't think far right are evil. I think they're very delusional people. Again, I don't know why they got so much hate against Muslims, but I can tell them that Islam's not the real problem, yeah? it's like you don't want to see reasons. You hate people. That's all it is. You hate Muslims because they think that we're beneath you. That is not true. That's not true. All right. We want as much as you do. We feel them as as disappointed as the current government, just brainwashing people to hate on immigrants because immigrants are just seen as a low wage worker. And really, it's the low level worker protections that are never been protected against with the immigrants. All right, because these immigrants are vital for our NHS, for our restaurant, for our shop, food, police, builders, construction workers. Pay them enough, yeah, and they'd be the happiest people they can do to live a quality life in UK. And I was gonna say, you need to tax the billionaires, right? I mean, that's what you gotta do, yeah. But I know there's negatives that billionaires are gonna leave UK and decorate some society. Well, you need to spend our taxes on creating and funding the most poorest areas, yeah, and people can live happily ever after. Yeah, that's the most realistic fairy tale I can give you in UK. Yeah, if you tax the billionaires, then you spend taxes on low funding households, yeah, and neighborhoods, then everything is going to be fine. Give them funding for jobs, give them funding for schools, food, everything, community support, youth clubs. Give them young people on how to actually communicate better and actually make their lives even better, rather than just having natives versus Muslims or natives versus minorities or us versus someone. You should be going against billionaires for controlling every single piece of your minds there. Yeah, I'm calling for unity. I'm calling for unity because we need to unite together. But as for normal people, if you don't want to get lumped into politics, don't worry, mate. If you live in big cities, I promise you, nothing's affecting you. Yeah, nothing's gonna affect you if you continue your normal life. Yeah, it's just all in media it is. Yeah, it's just media to keep you distracted, keep you on your keep you lazy, keep you focused on one small thing. Really, there's so many complex things that's going on in their lives. Yeah, they need to worry about. Instead of worrying about what the media and what the TV people or politicians were saying about us. Yeah. And how Nigel Farage is going to be deported on, mass deportations. Well, Nigel, if you're going to do that, yeah, well, guess what? Our country's going to be broken more than ever, yeah. So now people are going to be even poorer. The natives are even going to be poorer, yeah. If you deport all those legal migrants, yeah, guess what? Your country's finished. Yeah, we got no money for them. We got no money to contribute to the country, because you actually deported the most critical people that we need for this country to survive and grow. Alright, that's the fundamentals of it. We know we're colonized. We know we've done bad things here. We know we lied on immigration, and not just UK. It goes for Western Europe as well. Yeah, they relied on colonizing half the world, the population there. Spain is doing well economic, and it's actually diverse as well. Well, not diverse, but in some cities it's diverse. Yeah, I think economics. The Prime Minister is doing absolutely well, so I'll hold him for that one. Yeah. What about other countries in Europe? I don't know. But then you got Scandinavian countries again. It's all about providing poor people with work and funding good neighbourhoods there. I know Sweden doesn't have much neighbourhoods, but it still has better healthcare, better liberal policies than the UK ones. All right. Poland, I won't get to it, because they didn't colonize, so their economy is different. Yeah, compared to ours. Ours is just colonizing, basically raping and killing kids. Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, and then that's why the migrants came over from UK, because of the colonization, because of war in Middle East, because of Afghanistan, because the fact that we kind of engineered this we kind of joined EU, so the pollution and Eastern European became poor countries. They come to the UK to work, and then after Brexit, now you got Indians. The same country that UK colonized for a long time. Yeah, for a long time. And since we got dishes and all over the nations and stuff. Yeah. I just wish people would be united together in that kind of way, and I wish people stop talking about immigration as a number one topic. Yeah, stop fighting over your neighbors for immigrants and come together and we just help each other, sort each other out. Yeah, you don't want to say listen, that's fine. Yeah, I don't care, mate. I don't care, right? Because I'm gonna say what I think and balance. Yeah, and regardless if people are like it or not, that's how I'm gonna go along with it. And and some people agree, that's fine. Yeah, some people disagree, fine. Yeah, you might as well I don't know, stay in your town and to attract one of them to have that kind of opinion that might not go down well with the rest of the population around the UK, where migrants are migrants are rising popular and also you got low birth rate around the countries, so you need immigrants to sort that one out, and then you got you got divorces that is going up. You might need those type of people that need to sort out for you, and so that actually breaks it down. The divorces and brings the marriages going up. So dude, and then the one thing I say about the immigrants, so it's just South Asians, is that how they can marry and have more babies than English people. I never know, man. I know there's English people that are good people that have families, have kids, but I've seen immigrant parents having like multiple babies, and the Sullivan Council gives the credit. That shows the unity, the community support around them. Maybe big community and that supports them that want pop more kids, and then have to put somewhere with good socializing home to actually eventually have the best caring system and actually have the best childhood as much as you can do, right? So really, all this sums up is, look, the UK is going downhill, but it's not a bad country to actually visit, just to live. Obviously, we are EU, but if a third world country is probably going to be happier that he goes to the UK and lives a good life. Even European countries that are poor, yeah, I want to go to UK, have a good life out there. But for those richer countries, not so much, because they probably still get everything they wanted. I mean, only a few Americans have to be white Americans that are probably leaving because something happened with the government that I won't get into, right? But let's be honest, I think that this use versus them have America too as well, have it in other politics as well, and have it all Western Europe that once colonization just stops, yeah, then there's this people inferior race that they have to deal with in order to get points. I'm like, that's not good points. The point is that obviously which respect each beliefs and religions, right? Another thing is that Colombia, yeah. Oh, you need to respect the culture. Well, that applies to every country you go to, yeah. Even though it's liberal, yeah, you still need to respect the culture, yeah. If it's high on culture, high on everything, high on religion, beliefs, culture, and everything, right? That's all it is, man. That's all it is I can give you, yeah. And if you go to Islamic mosque, and you need to respect on an agreement of on the mosque and other people, yeah. Respect beliefs, wishes, opinions, whatever, and you make sure that you create some kind of unity and some kind of reunite and great community based around you, and then after that your life's going to get even better because at least you make friends from people that actually rock with your culture, rock with your content, rock with whatever that is. All right, that's all I'm gonna say, man. I don't got answers. Just unite together, but I don't have no answers. I mean, everyone thinks that they're smart about illegal immigration. Not really. I mean, you're just as confused as you are, to be honest. And it's probably the only video I'll talk about because I just don't dive into it much. I mean, it doesn't affect my life. Unless I go to white towns and I'll probably get, disgrace, and racially abuse because I don't belong here because it's kind of my colour. It's fucked, man. But what can I do? Yeah, I ain't a saver. I will never be a saver. I'm just gonna do my best to make sure that have a better life than me sitting and watching TV and watching on computer and watching YouTube comments and watching all this garbage about migrants that are getting 500 and stabbing. There's obviously like few people that are stabbing, yeah. But actually, they commit more murder and more crime is the white Brits and natives. Figure that one out. The natives do more crime than the immigrants. I'd have put that one out there. If you don't believe me, just look at the studies, look at the government statistics, and just see how what's the percentage of the people came from other countries or committing the crime versus the people that are born and bred here. What type of crimes are they committing? Just tell you this, most white Brits are doing it, and then after that, yeah, the other people as well. But yeah, what's I'm gonna say? Subscribe, like, and share, and yeah. The time you've seen this, it's probably tomorrow morning. Alright, because I'm recording this, it's tired, so. Alright. Cheerios.